Hi there Sagittarius, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for October 5th through the 11th. Saggy, let's see what's on the cards. Starting with the Oracular Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. To see what the overarching message or theme is for you. For Saggy, please. Oh, there it goes, jumping out. Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Well, I mean, that's a process that's always going on, Saggy, but obviously 2020 has been a huge year for this. I mean, a lot of people are awakening. It's happening in the collective. You know, we are awakening, and what we've been journeying this year has been a massive catalyst for that. Awakening to what's meaningful in our lives, awakening to what is no longer in alignment, awakening to your deeper calling, stepping into a new way of being. And it can feel really chaotic when we start awakening, because often we see with greater clarity and vision what isn't in alignment, and we might just kind of wake up in our normal life and go, wow, this doesn't fit anymore. Who am I? What's my identity? What am I doing here? What's my purpose? So some of you might be journeying that at the moment. I think it's a big collective theme. Let's see what else is coming out. And it can affect your relationships, it can affect the work you do, it can affect how you feel about yourself in terms of your identity, how you're showing up in the world. Everything can change and shift when you go through the layers of awakening. Exactly. Ajna Chakra, the third eye, guys. I mean, this is a level of awakening. Maybe you're feeling some kind of activity in the third eye. That can be getting visions, it can be having powerful dreams, feeling a deep knowing. You might say psychic, well, maybe just your higher self, giving you deep senses of knowing about yourself, about the energy of others, awakening to new levels of consciousness. Yeah, beautiful. So we'll see what the tarot story says on this story of alignment that's emerging here. So Saggy, let's get the tarot story, starting with the energy of the recent past. What might be leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life now that we've just had the full moon in Aries conjunct with Aries and Chiron, which is a massive potential for releasing, surrendering to what's in alignment with your soul's journey, calling in the new, releasing. 10 of Wands to create new possibilities, the Empress. Current or focus energy for the week, please. Yeah, another 3. With the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Righto, let's get the future outcome, please, for my Saggies. I've got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I've got the energy of Judgment. Not surprising. I mean, that can be karmic calling, end of a karmic contract, releasing what's kept you small and stepping into your power, further into your power, and that can be the awakening. I mean, the card of Judgment is called Awakening in some decks. It is in this particular one here. Let's clarify the 10 of Wands for you, Saggy. I've got the 8 of Pentacles. Clarify the 3 of Wands, please. I have got another 3. 33, it's an angel number for you to look up. I like the meaning on willowsoul.com, her website's great. 2 of Pentacles. Clarifying the King of Pentacles. I have got the 6 of Pentacles. And I have got the Star. Beautiful. Wow, I love this. I've got Akashic Records at the bottom of this deck, my card of predestiny. Okay, there's quite a powerful theme weaving through this, and I've just talked about the Aries full moon and how there was a theme of release. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles at the end of your reading, which is about balance and being open to receive. And the new moon will be in Libra on October the 16th, right? So we've got that kind of theme threaded through here, right? And it's saying that it is karmic time or predestined time for this to happen. The next quarter or the last quarter of 2020 are going to be about deep release. It's something that's been building for all of 2020. And I see that theme here. I see that theme in your recent past beginning at that Aries full moon. I mean, it's been levels of it throughout the year, but it's kind of intensifying. So let's start with the Akashic Records. This is an extra major arcana in the Starchild Tarot, and it's the concept of the Akashic Records, and that is that our soul has like a library. I see it as a hard drive, and in that hard drive is all the big karmic lessons that our soul signed up for in order to evolve, to grow, to develop. And that held in there are the lessons that we've already moved through in previous lifetimes, if you believe in that, and the ones that we've come in here and signed up for in this lifetime on the 3D earth plane. So of course there's free will. I mean, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to follow the life lessons that are presented. We don't have to take that action. But generally when we don't, life gets hard and we feel like we're pushing uphill. That Seven of Wands feel where you're always having to defend yourself, always in fight or flight, always walking on eggshells, always, you know, experiencing towers. Or sometimes the universe comes in with a tower to shift you when you won't shift yourself because it's predestined time for that to happen. And Akashic Records, you know, it really is saying that what you're journeying at the moment is one of those karmic files is being loaded, right? There is something that we need to journey. There's a growth here that wants to happen for you. And it's interesting that we see the star in the reading at the end, because the star is the card in the Major Arcana that follows on from the tower. So some of you may have already journeyed a tower, or there might be a tower that needs to fall in order to shift closer to your truth. You know, the deeper sense of awakening that we have here. So in the recent past, I see the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you may have already gone through a release, or you could be on this at the moment. I kind of feel like it's still unfolding here. The person that carries the Ten of Wands, it feels like a weight on your shoulders, a burden, something that's not in alignment, that's been holding you back, burning you out. And that can be so many things, guys. It is a general reading, but I always look at it as the things that keep you small and keep you not reaching your potential. So it could be a relationship you've outgrown, unfortunately. It could be, you know, a job that's not on purpose and you're just going through the motions. It can be toxic friendships and things like that are just not in alignment. You're just not getting any growth out of it. It takes a lot of fundamental energy resources to be in those situations, and we just don't feel that we are getting back. You know, Six of Pentacles, we don't feel like we are receiving, and we can feel stuck. The person that carries the Ten of Wands can't really see other opportunities, can't really see the vision, because the release needs to happen first. The letting go needs to happen first for the vision to open up, for the space and clarity for the new to come in. And with the Eight of Pentacles here, I mean, it means a couple of things. It is like the worker card. There could be a sense that this release or this change feels like it could be hard work for you, and that's why there's been resistance to that potentially. Or it could mean that after we release this Ten of Wands, then we are able to carve out a new path. You know, it's a real card of I've learned, I've developed myself, and now I'm putting that learning into carving out a new direction. Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. You know, it's Pentacles energy, right? It's about doing things by your own hand, and it's, you know, the thing is that the person in the Eight of Pentacles doesn't mind putting in that energy because they know that they're moving themselves forward in a more aligned way. So that's what I see in that recent past position there, Saggy. So in the current or focus energy this week, we have the Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles, called crystals in this particular deck. So this is post-release, I feel, and it's really that awakening to the fact that whatever was in the past that you've released, you know, actually having that realization that, yeah, that's really complete and there's nothing there for me anymore that is serving my higher purpose. So I am going to turn my back on it, and I am going to focus on new achievements, new successes, that I am carving out, you know, by my own hand with the Eight of Pentacles. So the person in the Three of Wands is taking the inspired action to move forward and really welcome in those changes. Now, with the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles it can be indecision. It can mean that you've got a lot going on right now. It can be that feeling of not feeling completely grounded with 2 feet on the ground, because, you know, you're going through change. You can feel a little unsteady when you're going through change. But it could be also, you know, decisions of, okay, we've released something, but what next? Maybe you've let go of something quite big, like a relationship or a job, and that can make you really feel like you're a little bit, you know, on the edge of the cliff going, I've opened up the space and I just don't know what's going to come into that space. And that's completely normal to feel like that. Sometimes we do spend a little moment in the desert out to sea before the universe brings in the new that is aligned to us. And we should see that space as a gift, because the space is time for us to reflect, it's time for us to manifest, and it's time for us just to take a breather, you know, before the next thing comes in. Three of Pentacles here says, yeah, I mean, you're moving into a place of new creatorship. 3 is the number of new manifestations, new dreams and desires coming in. It's the number of the Empress and the Major Arcana. So it says there are going to be a lot of possibilities and opportunities open to you, Saggy, and it won't be long before you're setting out building them. 3 of Pentacles is laying a new foundation. It's another card of learning and development, a bit like the Eight of Pentacles. So it says that, you know, I really feel that you're going to take the lessons learned here and really use them in this new direction. It's going to make you much more powerful. It's going to make the foundation much stronger. It can be a card of coming together with other like-minded people to create something as well. But ultimately, it's the beginning of new manifestations of a new direction here. I think we'll go here. Yeah, I mean, the Judgment card that's been over on the right-hand side here, you know, with the Devil that just peeked up, the Wheel of Fortune's now here as well. You know, this is a big awakening, coming back to the oracles this week, of what has held you back, you know, that release. What was in those black boxes? What was the thing that's held you back? Or what is it? What's the final release that you need to let go of in order to move forward? The Judgment card, you know, is an awakening to your calling, and it's awakening to the Devil energy. I always see what's in the black boxes as the Devil energy, and that really is what keeps us stuck, you know, what the toxicity in our lives, the people that might not be operating in our best interests, our own limited beliefs, it's all of those things. So it's really time for you to liberate yourself above that, because you're awakening to a new level. So it's time to rise up and let that go. Yes, you might be feeling a little vulnerable in your identity at the moment, Saggy, but the angel is calling you. It's calling you forward into a new chapter. It is about divine guidance. You've got Akashic records, you've got the star, you've now got the Wheel of Fortune here. So that wheel is turning for you, And this is the last call. Judgment comes before the world in the Major Arcana, which is the final victory, the final endpoint. So I really feel like you're being challenged to really take that final release. What will come in that space? Well, that will be revealed. Because in the near future, here we've got King of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Star. So you've got a lot of Pentacles in this reading. So I really feel like it's the rebuild. And for some of you, it could be to do with your identity in the world, your physical home, your physical job, all of those sort of things that really provide that solid foundation. But what it's really saying here is that, you know, this is a rebirth. The Star, the card that follows that tower moment, is the calm after the storm, the great, you know, rebalancing, recalibration, healing. It is the card of divine wish fulfillment. So it's saying that all the shift that we see here is moving you closer to your calling. That's what I felt when the oracle cards came out. And every time we release, you know, we open up the space to receive. The 6 of Pentacles is about rebalancing those karmic scales. It is time. This reading says that it is time. And then, you know, you will achieve the abundance that you desire. King of Pentacles, card of Taurus. This is the card of Aquarius here. The King of Pentacles is also a card of of trust and commitment. So it's saying commit to the process, trust what is unfolding here, and you're going to move into a greater place of karmic balance and move closer to your divine wish fulfillment. So I see this all happening kind of on the subtle level. Of course, it might play out in physical events as well, and this week could be a milestone on that. And then when we get to that Libra new moon, you know, we're going to be moving into a place of greater balance and harmony, because we have, you know, released what needed to be released. We have surrendered to what our soul is really calling for us here. Okay, Saggy, I think that's it. It's a pretty exciting reading here for you, and I do wish you all the best with it this week. Keep in mind that it is a general reading for the collective. It may not be everybody's message, but I feel like on some levels the release, surrender, and moving into balance is definitely something that's playing out. Feel free to leave me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I will see you back here for another reading next week.